Son Heung Min, the crybaby. Before Son Heung Min 7, to me, he was Son Heung Min 11. I mean, technically Son Heung Min 40, but that's for another day. Today, we're gonna focus on his national team, my national team, our national team for South Korea. Because in this recent round of international fixtures, Son Heung Min became the all-time appearance record holder for the South Korean national team. I first heard of Son Heung Min when he featured on a Korean documentary, and the team was following Son Heung Min in his journey as a new player for the German club Hamburg. He first gave me the impressions of a shy but goofy and dedicated young player with lots of potential. And back then I was too young and too broke to afford the Hamburg shirt, but years later I managed to find this, because this kid holds so much importance for me and my journey in supporting somebody like Son Heung Min. Sonny fully grasped my attention when he represented South Korea for the AFC Asian Cup held in Qatar back in 2011. And whilst Sonny's involvement in that tournament was very minimal, he was one that I kept my eye on. That semifinal was heartbreaking for fans like me because South Korea lost against our bitter rivals Japan, going out on penalties. And for those of you that have been following me for a while, you know that when it comes to South Korea, I get very emotional.
On the break, Sonny needs help! Sonny on the break! Run him up! Yeah! Yeah, we made it!
And Son Heung Min was just like me. He was on that pitch in tears as he was being consoled by his Hyungs. But I'll never forget this because the reaction was what infuriated me. Korean media and journalists decided to paint Son Heung Min as a crybaby. Headlines like, "Why does he keep crying? Crybaby Son Heung Min." First of all, we should normalize men expressing their emotions, especially when it comes to things that mattered most to them. And secondly, these journalists, yeah? And many years of Son Heung Min representing the Taeguk Warriors, he has now represented South Korea for 138 matches and counting. To me, he is one of the greatest, if not the greatest Asian footballer ever. When South Korea played against Mexico here in Nashville not too long ago, I met Son Heung Min in the mix zone. And in that very brief moment, I looked at Son Heung Min, I told him, 수고하셨습니다 for the game against Mexico, for representing South Korea, and for all that he does for us fans. Son Heung Min, congratulations for everything. I will always be rooting for you, and I am always in your corner.